as we were writing it, we just knew that we had to do a lot more with it. We wanted to go a lot deeper than just action. We wanted to pack other genres into it and just make something a lot more multi-layered, I think, yeah.
Nice. So why a Fingertrap?
Well, Liam and I were talking, and I shared this story where when I was living in France, I had this trip with a friend of mine, and we were walking through this part of town, and there were these like vendors on the street, and this one guy came up to us with a Chinese finger trap, and he put it right on my finger, and another guy came next to me and started to make a bracelet. So I was trapped and basically forced to buy this bracelet that this guy made for me, but I didn't.
But yeah, exactly. So Lauren came up with this idea of a finger trap, and it was perfect because you have this toy essentially, which can also trap you. So it leaves the potential for these two figures to see this situation in completely different ways. Like I said, we wanted to do a lot more with it than just an action short or just one anything. I mean, on the surface, it's pretty comedic if you just look at what's happening. This guy gets trapped and freaks out. But if you look into that, it's kind of terrifying for him because he is in his own world. He has his girlfriend. He's just out for a stroll and he's comfortable. And then this thing shows up and he's really uncomfortable all of a sudden. And his immediate reaction is run away, basically. Turn away, don't try to understand this new thing, just shut it out. But then because of this finger trap, he can't. And so his next reaction is violence. And where we are in society today, there's just a lot of people, I think that there's a lot of that sentiment where people don't want to understand things that they aren't familiar with. Mm. And it just felt really appropriate to comment on that with this film, that it doesn't always work out well to respond with violence if you meet something you don't understand.
You may have a girlfriend who traps you in the end because of it.
It might not go well for you.
At first I thought it was just really funny and comedic. I love how Liam's character freaks out and just immediately starts punching this random person on the street. And I love how oblivious she is to it and just like, oh, it's all fun and games. We were just fighting in the streets of Chinatown over a finger trap, not a big deal. It wasn't until Liam started talking about more of the bigger picture of how people react and when they feel cornered or tense and how illogical it can be and how it could ultimately lead to something bad that I started to appreciate more of a deeper meaning to the film.